they don't.
Drank dinner for 3 hours.
Damn it.
See, I don't mean that you took food and put it in the blender. I meant you drank booze. Because you drink a lot. I don't know. 12:33 a.m. Said a 30-second prayer to Jesus. Said a 30-minute prayer to Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder, who is art in heaven, hallowed be thy albums. 1:13. Passed out on the floor while dreaming of Brian running through a meadow in slow motion. 10:14 on Saturday night. Thought his life was cool because he had his life compared in minutes, just like Jack Bauer. 10:15. I confirm that no, he is not cool like Jack.
He is that good.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Ryan Hackett's day. In all seriousness, though, I do want to say that it has been an honor and a privilege to share my birthday with Hackett. And the reason being is because of just because of who Hackett is. I actually originally met Hackett at a very low point in my life, which is when a lot of people meet Hackett, when they're down here low at the bottom. And that's where Hackett's hanging out, down there low at the bottom. But honestly, he brought me out and he reminded me to live in a fashion where I enjoy every minute to the fullest, because that is the way he lives his life. Now, that's not to say that he doesn't think and plan about the future, but what I'm saying is he grasps every moment and lives it to its fullest with such passion that I can't help but admire it. As a lot of you, I was going through a hard time, and he really brought me back out and showed me how to grab that moment, carpe diem, and all that crap again. And I'm excited to help him through and do that kind of thing right now. Hackett, it was an intricate part of getting my theater group off the ground. He did marketing, he did advertising, he worked the door for us, and he did all this without asking anything in return, because that is the type of person Hackett is. He would give you the shirt off his back as long as it wasn't his Hawks jersey.
Sweater.
Or sweater, yeah. You're absolutely right. And for that, I love you, man. So that is only the first of a couple of roasts we've got going on here this evening. I would actually, right about now, I would like to bring up the second birthday boy, because Erica was nice enough to let him out of the sex dungeon.
No.
Tony Rebecca!
Doug, first of all, thank you for those kind words. Could you write that and email that to my in-laws for me?
Yes.
I think they heard it at your wedding.
Yeah, Mike was out of control.
That could have been you.
Way to go, best man.
So, you've heard of people being born with a silver spoon in their mouth.
Oh, shit.
Zach was born with a puck in his mouth. Ear bottle caps for teeth. And headphones in his ears listen to Pearl Jam live concert series.
He still can't tell it.
Brian, however, was born with a silver bong in his mouth. Brian, Chewbacca called, he wants his hair back. But really, the economy's been so down lately that, to save money, Hack just stopped drinking altogether. A week later, 16 bars at the Chicagoland Alley.
Because you're an alcoholic.
We're saying you drink!
I drink a lot.
Another funny story about Hack and I, and Doug even, and we were talking about earlier about being down low. I just met Erica when I met Hack, and Doug and Hack asked me one time about relationship and dating advice. So I turned around and Erica was there and chewing on a big chicken wing with wrapped her lips around it. I said, "Hey guys, get someone that does that." But some people lost causes. I mean, Doug, for instance, he met this one girl at this one bar. I called my bookie right away. I said, hey, 2 to 1, he ends up with a cat on his chest at night.
I'll tell that story in a few more shots from now.
We need shots.
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 But Ryan's a real ladies' man. Real ladies' man. I always wonder to myself, what has Ryan got that I haven't got? And I tell you, it's syphilis. Hack's a real humanitarian. I heard 3 times a year he gives his blood to the Red Cross, so he can use it to sterilize the instruments.
Because of the alcohol content.
We're saying you drink.
Hack's gonna live a very, very, very long life.
No.
The government has to find a place to bury his liver afterwards. But all joking aside, every time I hang out with Hack, it's always about wisdom, a whole hell of a lot of laughter. Every time we meet. And I just want to say, may you be in heaven 30 minutes before the devil finds out you're dead. Happy birthday.
Actually, here's the last one in my hand. Hang on.
Wait, do we get a story after this?
No, you're good.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stories. Happy
No, hell no. They can all do that.
Woo! Let's get drunk and make some bad decisions with each other. Yeah!
That sounds great.
Filming at 10.
We don't need to be drunk to do that.
No, we don't, but it sure does help. All right, so the next gentleman coming up, it was like, well, yeah, Doug, you got to have him. It's a drinking buddy of mine. Who the fuck in this room is not a drinking buddy of yours, Hackett? What friends do you have that aren't drinking buddy? And we stopped to think about it. We came up with nobody. Ladies and gentlemen, Hackett's favorite, most recent drinking buddy, Jason!
It is true, I am the newest member, well, other than what, like half an hour ago, when you were of the drinking clan. So, I had to come up with something to say about Ryan Hackett,
Ooh.
which took about an hour and a half, and fine. He's that kind of guy. So, let me see what I've got here.
There's a candle piece for like
Yeah.
more romantic.
Yeah.
Aww.
Exactly.
You used the halo over his head.
Exactly. That's how the gleam works. That's how the gleam works.
It's like love that burns.
So I was thinking to myself, I was like, what can you say about a guy like Ryan Hackett?
That won't get me arrested.
Of course,
It's not a dialogue! Shut up!
the better question was, what hasn't everyone else said about Ryan Hackett behind Ryan Hackett's back? When Ryan Hackett's passed out in the bathroom.
Or in front of him.
These are some of the things that they've said about Ryan Hackett. Oh dear.
No censoring.
All right, so when I first met him, everybody, it took me like 5 times because he drinks a lot and things get kind of confusing to Ryan. So, like the 5th time, I was like, Jason. He was like, yeah, I know. I was like, Jason what? He was like, I don't know. It was like drinking with fucking Drew Barrymore. I was trying. At some point, it became I was trying to figure out a way for him to remember me. Kicking him in the nuts didn't seem appropriate at the time.
Yeah, it did.
Actually, that's where it went.
Close enough.
Well, his parents were there, so. It needless to say, he finally fucking remembered me. 2 days later, he forgot me. It was
Don't feel bad, he still blanks out on who I am.
And so I finally met him, and he was like, and I was like, what do you do for work? And he told me, and I was like, you fucking sell booze? He's like, yeah. I'm like, isn't that something like fucking walking into a pharmacy and Rush Limbaugh's passing out? He agreed. don't know if you guys see when his hair grows out. But he looks